Dear students, today I have brought with you the English subject of class 12th, poetry, first chapter, character of a happy life। प्यारे बच्चों, पिछले वीडियो में मैं इस लेसन का हिंदी व्याख्या आप लोगों को बता चुका हूं। आज मैं इस लेसन का इंग्लिश एक्सप्लेनेशन लेकर आप लोगों के बीच आया हूं। विद्यार्थियों, परीक्षा में आप लोगों को हिंदी व्याख्या लिखने के लिए नहीं दिया जाता है। इंटर इंग्लिश में इंग्लिश की व्याख्या इंग्लिश में ही आपको देनी होती है। इसलिए आप लोगों को प्रोज और पोएट्री दोनों में अंग्रेजी में ही व्याख्या लिखना होगा। इसलिए आप लोगों को इंग्लिश व्याख्या पर अधिक ध्यान देना होगा। तो आइए आज हम कैरेक्टर ऑफ ए हैप्पी लाइफ पोयम का इंग्लिश एक्सप्लेनेशन देखते हैं। इंग्लिश व्याख्या लिखने से पूर्व आप लोगों को हिंदी की तरह से संदर्भ और प्रसंग भी लिखना होगा, जिसे आप अंग्रेजी में लिखेंगे। आइए अंग्रेजी में संदर्भ लिखना सीखते हैं। संदर्भ को अंग्रेजी में रेफरेंस कहते हैं। रेफरेंस, दिस स्टेंजा हैज बीन taken from the poem Character of a Happy Life, composed by Sir Henry Wotton। In the second way, दूसरे रूप में, you can write, आप लिख सकते हैं, these lines have been taken from the poem Character of a Happy Life, composed by Sir Henry Wotton। Thus, we can write reference। इस प्रकार दो प्रकार से आप लोग संदर्भ लिख सकते हैं। संदर्भ के बाद प्रसंग लिखा जाता है, जिसे अंग्रेजी में कॉन्टेक्स्ट कहते हैं। कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आपको वही चीज देना होता है, लिखना होता है, जो कविता का मुख्य भाव होता है। तो आइए इस कविता का कंटेक्स्ट, प्रसंग लिखना हम सीखते हैं। प्यारे बच्चों, इस कविता में हिंदी व्याख्या में आप लोग पढ़े होंगे, देखे होंगे, प्रत्येक स्टेंजा में एक खुशहाल व्यक्ति के आवश्यक गुणों का कवि ने वर्णन किया है। तो इस कविता का कॉन्टेक्स्ट उसी प्रकार होगा। कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम लिखेंगे द पोएट हैज डिस्क्राइब्ड, द पोएट हैज डिस्क्राइब्ड the some essential qualities of a really happy man. The poet has described in this stanza some essential qualities of a really happy man. इस प्रकार यह कॉन्टेक्स्ट आप पूरे कविता में कहीं से भी कोई भी स्टेंजा से यदि एक्सप्लेनेशन पूछा जाता है तो आप यही कॉन्टेक्स्ट सारे स्टेंजा में लिख सकते हैं। आपको अलग से कॉन्टेक्स्ट याद करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। एक बार पुनः देखते हैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट। इन दिस पोएम द पोएट आर इन दिस स्टेंजा द पोएट हैज डिस्क्राइब्ड द एसेंशियल क्वालिटीज of a really happy man. After this, we see the explanation of the first stanza. आइए अब हम प्रथम स्टेंजा का व्याख्या इंग्लिश में करते हैं। The poet says that a happy man is always happy. How happy is he born or taught? The servant not another's will. The poet says that a happy man is always happy. He is not slave of others. Whose armor is his honest thought. A happy man is always honest, and a simple truth is honest skill, and a happy man speaks always truth. He is owner of his patience, and the poet says that a happy man is always prepared for death, and in the next lines the poet says that a happy man is free from worldly cares, and a happy man does not want the kindness of a prince or a happy man is not care for common criticize. A happy man is not care for criticize या criticism for common men. In other words, the poet told us that he is not care for the criticism of common men. He is always happy and he never worried. Thus, we explain first and second stanza. Now we explain third stanza. We shall write the reference and the contest will the same. We see the third stanza explanation. Who hath life from rumor's feet? In this stanza, the poet says that a happy man is always free from rumors and a happy man does do any work according his soul, and a happy man is also take rest by his soul. The poet says that a happy man is never effective from any person's flattery, and no any person can great man if he harm any simple man or a happy man. In the next lines, the poet tells us that a happy man does not hate any other persons who can progress by his labor. In the next lines, the poet tells us that A happy man never understood that how great owns given by any persons as praise. Thus, the poet says that in the next lines, he never obeys the kings, but he obeys the king's good rules and good deeds. In the next stanza, who God doth late and early pray, the poet says that a happy man prays to God from morn to evening, but he does not hope any present from God, because a happy man is always happy and simple. In the next lines, the poet tells us that a happy man spends his whole day with a good books or with a good friends. That is all the explanation of this stanza. Now we see the last stanza. This man is free from several binds. In this stanza, the poet tells us that a happy man is always free from worldly care. A happy man does not want to be rich, or a happy man does not hope that to rise in his future, or he is not afraid of falling in his life. He is always happy and he is never worried. The next lines, the poet tells us that he is not owner or master. A happy man is not master of the whole earth, but he is master of himself. In other words, he is owner of himself, and having nothing, he hath all. according to the poet, thus a happy man, if he has not nothing, but a happy man has a satisfied. This is great wealth for a happy man, and a happy man is always happy for this wealth as satisfied. The poet also tells us that we should always satisfied and we should satisfy what the God has given to us, and we should never, or we should not worry, and we should not running after wealth or worldly cares. That the poet tells us that if we have satisfied, then we can always happy in his life, and according to the poets, a happy man is always happy in his life due to his satisfied. That's all. Now I push my speech with good wishes for the good health of all the students. Thanks. Remaining part in next video.